Hello and welcome to the 74th episode of the Gochuucast. And today we were gonna do a thing, but we forgot we were doing the thing. At least two of us did, and so we're gonna be pivoting to
Next week.
just
Next week.
general talks for this week. Then we'll do something fun next week.
Yep.
I'm just gonna let you take the force bet since you have an idea of what you want to talk
Okay.
about already.
So last week we talked about the anime from the new season, and I watched a couple of shows. The first episode of a couple of shows. I was just looking for stuff that was released yesterday, and the first one I watched was, I think we had discussed this a little bit at least, is 16-Bit Sensation, um, which is about the illustrator that ends up in like was like 1992 or something like that, 1994, 1992. Um, and I personally didn't like it that much so far. I guess at the end there was like a little bit of a plot development thing that might transition into the next episode and make it more interesting. But I don't know. The first episode was not super compelling, but I'll at least watch the second episode and see. I think you guys haven't watched that yet, so I mean, I know Daniel, you mentioned you wanted to
Yeah,
take a
I
look at
wish
it.
I would have watched it before the podcast instead of just
Yeah, no.
sticking
It
around.
was. I feel like you'd like it. I feel like this is your kind of show, but I don't know. Maybe maybe it's not. I'll stick with the second episode at least for sure. Um,
It sounds fun to me, but I
yeah.
don't know anything outside of the description. I haven't heard anything other than what we've talked about in the podcast either. Whereas
Mhm.
I
I
know
mean,
Daniel's heard from a few people
premise is
some
cool. I like
opinions.
it, but um, yeah. So that was one of the shows I watched, and then the other one. Let me see if I can find the. Yeah. Okay. So the other one I watched was I still can't remember who we mentioned. So we probably have, but it's Ron Kamonohashi's Forbidden Deductions. Did we talk about this one? Can't remember.
Fuck no, dude. I don't remember. If
Dude.
we did, I don't
Okay.
remember.
Okay. It's like, I mean, it's just an adaptation of a manga. Um, and it does have some comedy elements and some like mystery elements. Obviously, it's a detective show. I think the original manga is called Ron Kamonohashi Deranged Detective, and this one's Forbidden Deductions, whatever. Um, and I really like the first episode. Like the characters, like the main guy, he's like super smart. Like traditional detectives are. They find like the most like irrelevant detail and manage to like figure out the entire story from it. You know how it is. Um, but like he's definitely got a personality. I really like him as a character. The other main character like is kind of bland, but as like a foil to the detective run, he's like very the kind of opposites in some sense. So I really like that the dynamic between those two. So yeah, I really like this. I love the first episode actually. I'm really excited to see this show. I think this is definitely a show I'm going to stick with. Not sure about the other one, but this one is it's super cool.
I'm
So
not
I
seeing
like
this
it.
one unless I'm blind.
Yeah, I can't find
Let me link it. Um,
It's gonna be like something from last season or something.
it.
no.
It's gonna be
No,
from
start date October
2018.
2nd, bro. Start date October 2nd. First episode.
Where the fuck can I not find this? Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Okay, I'm just
I've seen
blind.
Yeah,
part of this. We might have talked about this last
we
week,
might have. Yeah,
I don't
but
remember
it
talking
might have
about
been
it. Maybe
brief
not.
because
yeah. I don't think the
Definitely didn't talk about it much, if at all.
yeah.
yeah. I was just looking at my totally legal website that I use to watch anime, and was just looking at what had aired so far, along with Analyst, and I just saw some like, screw it, might as well. It seemed pretty interesting. So yeah, I'm really happy I went ahead and saw the first episode of this. It's awesome. So
Before
that's
we
what I'm
started
looking forward to.
recording, I said that I hadn't started watching anything this season, and I realized that's a lie. I did watch something this
Why would
season.
you lie?
Sure.
I watched Rerun,
Yeah, I was gonna say free
as
read.
did like
Okay.
everyone. I did not finish Free Run though, because I am bad at watching things. I watched 3/4 of the first episode, or 3 episodes, however you want to categorize that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because it got split into four, and just pretend like it was four instead of. I think it definitely probably flowed better as like a movie, but it's still really good.
I can see that. It didn't really bother me watching it as separate episodes,
Yeah, it didn't bother me at
but
all.
I
I
can
think it
see
definitely would have been better though,
why. Yeah.
because I feel like some of the cuts that were in there were like between episode 1 and 2, like the second half of
Yeah.
episode 1 and the first half of episode 2 are like the same storyline, and so it's like there's probably not those cuts,
Yeah, that's true.
in like the theatrical release, so it'd probably just feel a
Then
little better
like
there, but it's not a
episode
problem.
2 to episode 3 was like a pretty logical. I don't want to say time skip, but like time jump, right?
Yeah.
Um, so like to me that made sense, but it's not too important. I watched 3/4 of that. It was really good. I knew nothing about the series coming into it, so but
I
I was
knew like
pretty
the
impressed.
general idea, but that only really encompassed like the first episode. And so
Yeah,
basically after that I was blind.
yeah. I
Like
mean, I've seen the
first episode
title.
of the first, I don't know. Anyway. Um but yeah, I mean actually today I just finished writing a script on it. So that'll be a thing soon.
Ooh.
Yes.
Is it just like an analysis, or like what's the topic like aside
Uh
from the show? Like what?
kind of how Freeran dives into like the different values of time is like the
Okay,
easiest way to explain it.
gotcha.
I anticipated this to be like, I don't know, 10 minutes long, and now it's the longest script I've made outside of my Cloverworks thing, 4,400
Mm,
words.
gotcha.
So that's fun. I don't know when that'll be out, but
It's not like an isekai, right? It's just like a
no,
fantasy
it's
type
actual
show. Yeah,
fantasy. Yeah,
gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it has like the typical like, oh, there's Demon Lord and stuff, but what's interesting, it's like after, like they
Yeah,
fight the Demon Lord, and so Freer and
like the
Beyond
show
Journey's End.
starts. Yeah, show starts after they've already won, basically, and then it's like what happens after that, basically. Um, which is kind of fun because given the fact that we did not see any of the party's journey before
Well, kind of.
slaying the demon lord, other than like flashbacks, stuff
Yeah,
like
the
that,
quick
sure.
flashbacks. Yeah.
But like we didn't have all that time with them. I thought it still did a really good job getting me attached to the other party members.
Yeah.
And some of that is flashbacks, but I don't know, it was interesting. I didn't expect to so quickly care about those characters. Even though of course I would, because they're good characters. But
Yeah, I don't want to
it's
go
good.
too deep into it just in case anyone hasn't seen it. But I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like most people by now who wanted to see it will have. But I definitely suggest it for anyone who hasn't seen it and wants to potentially. This isn't like it's awkward. It's like it's one of those things that everyone like hyped up, but it's not. It wasn't like a
Mm,
blow up type of thing.
I think the
Uh,
problem is it's not like a hype premise.
yeah, it's not like
Um,
it's a much more like emotionally driven character thing. Not like so Oshinoko obviously has that, but it was a much more dramatic opening than Freerun was, which was much more like slow paced. Well, not I don't know if I'd say slow paced, but it's a much more. There aren't a lot of moving parts at any one given time, and so and especially like the ending of what would be their premiere. It isn't like some like bombshell, like Insano style ending like Oshinoko was, and so it just didn't have like the. It's not general enough to explode, but it's still very popular regardless.
sure. Wait, remind me again. We still don't know anything about Oshinoko season 2 aside from like the trailer, whatever that was
No, we
came out.
don't.
Like we don't know anything about the
Nothing.
release date.
No, we just know it exists.
Yeah, sure. Oh, that sucks, dude.
It'll probably do
All
well.
right, fair enough, man. I'm really excited for that. Um, yeah. I think there are a couple shows I think we talked about last time, but that have not aired yet. At least for me, it's that esports one. I think I mentioned it before we started recording, but like that one is like, what's the actual name? It's Rain something. What's it called?
Rainy Protocol or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Protocol Rain. Protocol Rain. Yeah, that's the one I'm like hell excited for. Like, I don't know. I just think that's like a cool premise, and I'm excited. 2 days, so we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's one more that I kind of wanted to check out, but I'm not sure.
It's definitely funny when we talk about the esports one. Like you were talking about, you wanted an esports anime. Like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
and I'm
And
like,
we
wait a
were like,
minute,
there it
that's like
is.
it's coming out.
And
There
now
it
we've
is.
reached the point where it's gonna air soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we'll see if it actually ends up. So I feel like what esport could you actually like properly animate to
I
have
feel like
like,
you could do
Fighting
FPS.
games. I don't know.
I don't know about FPS. Like I feel like Rocket League would be fun. And
Rocket League.
Rocket League, Hot Wheels Rocket.
that's such
Hell yeah,
it's such a funny sport to watch. Like
it is. It is. It
because
is. Dude, Rocket
you
League's
don't have to. Because with
You don't have to know
FPSs, you don't have to
anything
know any of
about
the tactics or anything. You just get to watch
facts. Yeah,
cars hit a ball.
If
yeah,
anything, it's more fun when you don't know the tactics, because then they do a fucking like barrel roll or
Yeah,
something.
they like
And
fly through
hit
the
the
sky. You're like,
ball.
holy shit.
Yeah, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, even if
yeah.
like you, like I played Rocket League before, so I know like the base bare bone shit. I can't do anything like half as cool as what they can do, and so it's an insane esport. I love watching it a lot.
Yeah. It's cool. I feel the same about fighting games. Like obviously, I played Melee like as a kid, but like I don't know all the text and stuff. I don't think I can even do like a wave dash or anything. But like, yeah, that's it. I like watching fighting games like Melee and like Tekken and stuff like that. That stuff is like super fun to watch, even if I'm not like super into playing it. Like they're fairly simple to watch. I don't know. I can see a fighting game
I mean,
being
I've like never played Smash, and I
wait, really?
watch
Never?
Smash
Like
occasionally. Well, like not in a real sense. Like obviously, I've picked up the game before,
you
but
played with
like
like friends like casually, right?
yeah,
When you were a kid or
exactly.
something,
I'm a
right? Yeah.
big button
Yeah.
mash guy.
Yeah. And I was the same. I'm the same way. Yeah. I played it a lot
It's
in freshman
nothing.
year in college, so
Yeah, nothing. I feel like I would feel comfortable saying played in this
yeah,
context.
okay. Sure, I get you. It's just um yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm excited for that. And then another show I was thinking of was let me find the actual name of it. Um let me see. Get the fall season, but um I don't know why, but like this our dating story one, I don't know, it seems kind of interesting. I like the art style, so I kind of want to check that one out. That's
I'm
coming out
gonna
in
watch that.
Studio Engie
It
Grave.
is Enki,
okay,
which
yeah. That's Daniel's
makes me a
arch
bit
nemesis,
nervous.
My
bro.
But if
biggest enemy until they
Arch nemesis, bro.
they're either about to shoot up to like I'm fine with them, or they're gonna be the literal like public enemy number one, depending on what happens. Whenever I think we're supposed to be getting medalist information like somewhat soon, I think too. So we'll get like
I'll let
main
you
cast
know.
information.
We might both let you know how it goes with this one.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So maybe
it's a
maybe that
romance.
can give you hope.
They can't possibly fuck it up, right?
I
Yeah,
mean,
can't fuck up a romance. So true.
yeah, for sure. Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
certainly never complained about a fucked up romance before
Yeah,
on here.
yeah, for
certainly
sure, bro.
never fucked up a
I
romance.
have,
Anyway,
well, not even just Engie,
yeah,
other studios, Project 9, looking at you. Anyway,
I think the only part with that show that I'm not sure of is just the fact that the main character is a Gyaru,
yeah, I'm
and
not big
that's
on
not
Gyarus.
a yeah,
Yeah,
that's not a
because
character type I've ever
yeah,
been super into. But she looks cute.
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
There's always exceptions.
There's always hope.
Maybe she won't be, but exceptions do exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched one thing outside of what we mentioned here. It's called Ragna Crimson.
What?
I'll link it.
Okay, gotcha.
But it had a
Seen a
48
bunch of
yeah,
Facebook ads for this.
had like a 48-minute runtime in the first episode. Inori Minase jump scare on one of the characters, so that was cool. It was alright. Is about all I have to say about it.
That's kind of how it looks. Like to me, this looks like something that I would probably enjoy, but not necessarily think is good.
A
It doesn't
lot
seem
to
like the manga is like very well like received. I don't know, it just seems kind of what is this?
it
Yeah.
seems very okay.
Yeah.
Is like I probably won't hate watching it, but I can't imagine it growing to anything that I genuinely care about. but we'll
Yeah.
see. It's not impossible. I don't know. It has an interesting setup, I guess. It's just how it executes from here that matters.
Yeah,
Apparently,
for
it's
sure.
I think it's gonna be 2 core, so it's got 24 episodes to make me not hate it. Good luck. I don't know. It'll be it'll be
I feel like
something.
2 core are 2 core things becoming more common, or are we just noticing more because we're watching more things? I can
Uh,
see that
I
way.
think.
probably just more things being created. We're watching more things. And I think we're a lot of times, especially recently, like 2 cores have been getting split up into like split core.
All right.
Which
Yeah.
I feel like has like maybe promoted a little bit of making like the 24 episodes but just split, because you have
Yeah.
at least a little bit more time to do that instead of doing it all at once. So I feel like as that becomes like a more widespread industry practice, I mean it's already pretty widespread industry practice at this point,
Yeah.
but who
I don't
knows?
necessarily hate it. It's just it's I've just noticed more that I'll have a lineup of shows that I'm watching and then look at like the next season and be like, "Oh yeah, I have like 3 things that are continuing." And that might just be because I'm watching more things now than I probably have before, at least like noticing
Yeah, like,
as
this could be
well.
like confirmation bias and stuff like that. Yeah.
But
Um.
it just feels like it's happening more
Yeah, it could
to
be.
me, even though that might not be the case.
Yeah, I don't know how like the longer stories, like back in the day, were split up like that or anything, but yeah, I can see it like becoming more of a common thing. Um,
Yeah, that's the other thing I don't know how to compare is things that are
yeah,
out
Oh, I feel like
with
even
like 25 episodes. I don't know when those 25 episodes aired.
yeah,
yeah.
not sure. Um, yeah. Uh, oh, the other one actually, I didn't even think about, but like it's not coming out for a while, so it doesn't really matter. But like the Apothecary Diaries, that I like
Yeah,
the
we
art
got
style
a
Oh
of this
yeah.
one.
couple weeks
I
until
I
that.
really like it, but it's not for what 3 weeks or something like that. Yeah,
16 days, 12
days.
hours.
Yeah, a little over 2 weeks. So okay, well we'll wait on that. But I like the art style, like the historical like background. So that's one show I'm really looking forward to, in addition to the ones I mentioned earlier. So yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like quirky to mention this as something I've already seen this season, but technically Eminence came out. Um, don't think I'm gonna rewatch episode 1,
Oh
but
yeah, you guys.
yeah, it's
Dude, it even has this
fuck.
note. A world
Yeah,
preview screening of episode one. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh right. Okay. First
which
episode
was
just came
fun.
out. Okay, makes
It was
sense.
a good first episode. I remember enjoying it when we watched it, even though we were like hella late getting in.
yeah.
Um,
We missed
so
like
almost
the
didn't even get to
pre
watch.
yeah like the pre-episode panel. We got in like right as the episode started.
They had like
Gotcha.
all bunch of the voice actors and stuff talking, and we didn't see any of that. But we
Well,
got
we
in
got a
like
little bit.
right at the episode.
Yeah, we got like
Yeah,
the
we did
tail
get.
end of the main character's voice actor saying stuff.
Sure. Um,
But yeah, that's a thing. I don't know. I'm not like I'm never gonna be like too big on Eminence. It's just a goofy to watch.
It's hard because I feel like I want to like Eminence as much as like a lot of people do, but I just can't take it seriously. Is
I mean,
probably
you're not
the
supposed
best
to
way
take
to
it seriously.
describe
I
it.
guess is like
I know, but
it's. I know what you mean. Like you
it's just
want
like I
to like let the
personally want
goofy
to.
consume you,
Yeah,
but you're just like,
consuming. That's crazy. I like that.
yeah. It's kind of like you have to do with that. It's just so fucking like it's so stupid, but that's the whole point. And it's like
Okay, I've never seen this show. Why is it stupid? Like, what about it? Like, what about
it's
it makes it stupid?
basically an isekai pair. So the main character, right?
Okay.
So he gets isekai and he wants to be not like the main character,
Mhm.
but he wants to be the background character who so happens to be like the one controlling things in the shadows, right? And
Okay.
so throughout the show, anytime he's like his normal self, he's just trying to be as like generic background character as possible. Like giving like the super stuttery love confessions, getting beat up all the time, No one thinks he's any good, that type of thing. But then like
Yeah,
when shit's going down, like he's like literally just the most powerful person in the world.
sure, yeah.
But
The
then
greatest
also,
actor of her generation.
so another quirk with it though is he thinks every like crazy thing that's happening in like the world is just like not so he spouted off about like some ancient insane prophecy or whatever to like this group of people that he was raising to be like his minions, and he didn't believe any of it. He thought he was just making shit up, but he was accidentally telling the truth. And so everything that he just accidentally stumbles into the right position to be like the evil guy, or not the evil, but like the random guy who appears. It's
Mhm.
just I don't know how to explain it properly through words without he
Without,
accidentally
yeah.
fumbles his way into every situation and so happens to like act as if he knows what's happening.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was looking at the trailers and they seem pretty serious, but like,
Yeah, it's
is
not.
it like the parody part? Like, is it like funny? Like in terms of
It
like
can
what it
It
does?
can
some
Yeah.
some
Okay.
things are
sometimes.
stupid. It's like really hit or
Gotcha.
miss, I think.
Okay.
Um, and then I like the problem with the first season is 20 episodes of like the same gag basically, and so it got really old pretty quickly for me at least.
Okay. Yeah. I can see how that
There's
might get
also
old.
like, to me, there's this very large, interesting cast of characters that's like um
Yeah, all the
this like
background characters are
big
far more
Squad.
interesting than
society,
anything he does.
and you don't really, in my opinion at least, don't properly really meet a lot of those characters. And if you do, it's like way later than I feel like I should.
Sure. Okay. And this let me see if I can find it. Was okay, it was a light novel. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And it's definitely one of those things where I'm like, perhaps I would just enjoy it more if I had read it, but also I don't feel like I like it enough to want to read it.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah, for
definitely
sure.
wouldn't read it. I feel like what humor it does have is made best by the
By
voices and stuff like
animation.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
Okay.
seeing everything. Yeah,
I would say that's fair.
it's an alright show. Like I get why people really like it. It's just not something I'd ever guess.
Okay. That makes sense. Do you think that do you think that like other shows like do you think that take on like a main character and like an isekai like should be used in other shows like not like because like you mentioned it's a parody, right? Because it's like he doesn't like pretend to be like strong, right? He pretends to be like in the shadows, right? So I'm curious, like in other shows, I feel like a lot of time like the main character is just like super prominent and he's just like very obviously like strong, right? But like and this one is different. I don't know. I just feel like it could be a fresh take if it's not like um
I think
I mean
that's
like
my
you mentioned, it's
problem with
like
it, is that
yeah,
it could be a fresh take.
yeah,
Um, but it's almost so parody that it's not even
yeah. I mean I can see how
like, it
it gets
feels
old like if
like,
it keeps happening, but like
yeah,
You can almost view it
it,
as like a far more serious Konosuba.
yeah.
okay, yeah. So that's like the ultimate, like yeah.
It's a bit of like a stretch comparison, but they're
Mhm.
both memey. This one just takes itself lightly more. Like there's an actual story that happens. It's just that our main character is fucking around, doing shit, and fucking everything up, and resolving stories by accident, just by just by dicking around and being himself.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That makes sense. Dude, what one show we mentioned last time that we forgot to we haven't talked about is like the guy who turns into a pig.
Yeah,
That show.
I think, did that come out
no,
today?
it's
It
a few
says in a
days
couple
later.
days.
I was
Yeah.
gonna, okay. I saw some post about it. Um, I'll be watching it. It has a cute girl on the cover. Good enough.
I think this is definitely gonna be the worst thing I'm watching this season.
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
I
Maybe I'll
don't
check
know.
it out if it's like
I'm
funny
here.
or something. I don't know.
This is my stupid ass new isekai for the season. So
Along with the ASMR one and the
no, I mean ASMR one is long past. This is just the one. This
yeah
is
no 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 yeah
the flavor of the season.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, makes sense. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we mentioned last time that it's coming up in a couple of days. Um,
Everything probably.
Yeah, I mean, a
yeah,
lot of
I
things are
think I saw like a
pretty.
schedule of it. Let me see if I can find it. I think
Yeah,
most of them are just
they
like,
always make those little graphics that tell you like,
yeah,
oh
I
yeah,
saw one that
I
was like,
scroll up ever so slightly in our chat, and there's a graphic there.
it's almost certainly in here. Yeah.
let me see.
A lot of things airing on Friday and Saturday.
Oh yeah, this thing. Okay, right. Okay, I saw a different one, but yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we've got some stuff coming up. Um, Dude, should I watch Spy X Family? I haven't watched it, but I feel like I should. I feel like I have to. I feel like it's too popular not to.
Uh, I'm trying to
I
question
don't
if
think you
you'd
should
like it.
necessarily watch it because it's popular, but
I don't
I
know. It just feels like everybody likes that show, and like, I don't know.
I think it's good. But I mean,
I feel like based on your
there are a
taste,
lot of
I
good
don't know
shows,
if
and
you'd
yeah,
like it.
it almost feels like a 50-50.
Yeah, you'd either really like it or just think it's stupid. Um,
I don't know. I feel like that's not like one show that like everybody's seen.
well, maybe you wouldn't hate. Okay.
I don't know. Okay,
I don't
you
I
know
don't know.
what? Forget it. I'll just try it, and we'll
Interesting.
see what happens. And, yeah.
Yeah, give it a shot.
No point in worrying about whether I'll like it or not. Just try it, and if I hate it, I hate it. So be it. Um, I don't know if I want to watch Girlfriend season 2, dude. I don't know. First season was just so like average that I just don't. I don't know if I care about it enough to bother watching the second season.
You watched the first season?
I did. I did.
Of course, you watched the first.
Of course,
I
I
don't.
watched the
I don't.
first.
I'm just looking at his list. I don't see it.
No. I added it like last week, but I watched it when it came out. I just never put it in my analyst or whatever.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
If
it's like
you gave it the same rating as Steins Gate. Granted, I don't know what the fuck your
okay.
rating
No,
scale is.
I
What
was
is
like
it?
high on Steins Gate when I watched Steins Gate Zero. So like I didn't give it like a. I didn't like the show that much, but I was like super high on the like story. I was very curious at the time, so that's why I gave it like a higher score.
I hate your
I,
rating scale, genuinely.
What is
dude, my
your
rating scale is
rating
crazy,
scale?
bro.
So
Don't worry about it.
you thought girlfriend was average, yet you gave it an 85 out of 100.
Dude, I would only rate a show if I like found it compelling enough to finish. So like it's very
So
hard for
just
me to like
making
yeah,
it to the rating system says it's a decent enough show. So there's your answer.
yeah, you're right.
You
But
do want to
okay,
watch
decent enough.
season
Is that
two.
enough to convince me to watch the second season?
It convinced you to finish
Yeah,
season
that's
one.
true. That's true. You know what? I can't argue with that. Wait, why is Rent a Girlfriend 88, bro? That shit should be like a fucking 75. I'm
Why
changing that shit. No cap.
an 88? What the
Bro, that shit's
fuck?
ass. I'm telling you, like I think we mentioned this before, but like I watched Rent a Girlfriend with like other people, so like like
That
it was like
does
funny to
sometimes
laugh at it. Like you know what I
weird.
mean? So
Yeah.
like, that's
Yeah,
but yeah, I actually hate that show because I started season 2 of Rent a Girlfriend. I absolutely hate it. I could not stand it,
I
but I
hope
watched it
season 4
alone.
never gets announced. Like they just realize it's not worth it.
Dude, I'm saying
Nope.
No chance
that
though.
show's whack. Yeah,
Yeah, the problem is that shit prints money.
I know. I was saying that, dude.
I hate horny people.
Dude, I was watching. I was talking with a friend earlier and like some other people, and they were like, "Yeah, I just like Rent a Girlfriend because it's like kind of a train wreck." And like, I kind of get that, but like, I don't know. I just the main character is so deplorable
I
that
think
it's
it's
just like,
crazy
ah,
to like the show because it's a disaster.
no. It's like a
No, I get it. I just
no,
think
but I don't
that
know.
like line of reasoning is it's just not me.
That's why people
Yeah,
are like into like domestic girlfriends. Like this is just fucking insane. Which like I get
dude,
like
Domestic
getting
Girlfriend's
into the
crazy, bro.
series
No
because
cap.
it's insane. But there are people like, oh, well, the ending makes sense
Oh
because the
no.
whole series is
Sure.
dumb. And I'm like, no, hold on. The series was actually good. You weren't trying to enjoy it. I don't know.
I forgot to show you. I have a friend in another server who stands the hell out of Domestic Girlfriend.
He
Dude,
an
that's me, bro.
I
ending
That's me, bro.
defender?
I need to show. He is an ending defender.
No, I know
He's
who his
like
best girl is.
an ending lover. Like
The only people
um
who can love that ending are the people who benefit from it, and that's not me.
he had some crazy screenshots I gotta send you later.
Okay.
Um that's off topic. There might be one or two people listening who know what I'm talking about. It was a wild read the day that he finished Domestic Girlfriend. Just watching that
It's genuinely the worst ending in fiction. I don't think anything will ever top it.
Dude,
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. If for no reason other than it got to its result in what sounds to me, at least, as the most convoluted and unnecessary way.
It was so fucking bullshit. I've I've never felt like a more scathing defeat from a harem anything. Like there's it's like getting to the finish line and just someone just pulls out a gun, fucking shoots you, and you don't get past. It's so damn dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I only watched the anime, but like I know the manga. I think it's just whack. So yeah.
It's yeah,
I just listen. I just enjoyed the anime. I don't know what it was. I don't have like a. There were no brain cells involved in thinking about like anything. I just liked it, but
I get
whatever.
that, but it's me when I read like 260 chapters and
Yeah.
I'm genuinely invested in what's happening, and then it takes my
For
heart
sure.
and it rips it out,
Yeah.
crushes it. I'm like, oh my god. No.
Yeah. Of course. No. I mean,
Yeah.
I can get the like watching the train wreck thing, but just for Rent a Girlfriend specifically, I think there's a difference between.
I think anyone who says watching the train wreck is just coping the sunk cost fallacy, and they don't want to
Yeah,
admit it.
yeah. I think there's a difference between like watching a show because like it's entertaining that it's bad, but like I don't know, just for me, it's just the character thing. Like if I don't like a character, like I really don't like a character, and especially when it's the main character, I feel like it's just impossible to watch a show. Like that's just it.
Yeah, like there's funny and
Um,
then there's insufferable.
mhm.
I'll
I
look at these
found.
later.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah. Look at
Oh,
those
I'm
there.
out, bro.
No need.
Leonidas is popping off, bro.
No need to react to those live. Just just
Yeah,
know that this
I
is gonna
knew
be quite the read.
I knew he'd be a
The last
fucking.
screenshot, the
The
last
last
screenshot is
screenshot,
crazy, bro. The last
last
screenshot's
screenshot is
crazy.
so funny.
That is so funny though. Oh my god.
It's just the fact. I don't know.
I know.
Okay, anyway, whatever. It is
Anyway,
what
I
it is,
know
but
his
like,
favorite character from like the first two screenshots. I don't know. It's so fucking stupid. Even
Um,
ignoring all the implications of what Domestic Girlfriend really is as a series, like I don't know, dude. There's no defending the ending one way or another. Oh.
I just, man, I don't understand from the bits I've heard how it's the how people enjoy the ending. Even with your favorite character benefiting, I don't
That
I
can't
don't
be
get it.
like
But
a satisfying victory, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's like when
yeah.
like, you're like a NASCAR driver and so the person in front of you crashes and dies. That's how
And
you
you get
get the
first.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
so you know what? You've convinced me to like comparing girlfriend to Rent a Girlfriend. You've convinced me to watch the second season of
Convince you that
Girlfriend
it's worth
Girlfriend
it.
just
That's
because
fair.
of how bad Rent a Girlfriend was. I'm like, okay, you know what? I tolerated the first season. Might as well just try the second season. It can't hurt.
Yeah.
Can't say I'm as excited as freaking Detective Ron or whatever that full name of that show was, but I'll give it a shot. I can't hate.
Anyway,
Um,
Girlfriend MC is just so unhinged.
the girlfriend MC, he's
Yeah.
alright. He's okay.
I
I
don't know
would
if it
call him
makes me like
unhinged. He's
him or
just
not.
endearingly stupid, like really
Yeah, it like
stupid.
I don't know. This is just what it's tropey, but it's like not like I don't hate him. It's just like
It's tropey, but then he like breaks the tropes because he's just so fucking dumb. Like
yeah.
I don't know how to.
Yeah.
I would never call it good, but it has
No.
soul. I guess
Yeah, he's different for sure,
he's
but
trying.
There's something behind it.
Yeah,
for sure. Uh, yeah, there's just a difference between like stupid and weird and like genuinely like bad person. Anyway, enough about Rent a Girlfriend. It's just a comparison. That's all.
yeah. I guess bouncing off these unhinged screenshots, my latest awakening with manga is I have 3 currently reading series that involve deaf girls, and so I don't know what that says
Yeah.
about me. Deaf, yes, DEAF, cannot
I
hear.
only know the one with like the what's that show? What's that one called? Where she
Silent
like
voice.
no. No. It's the one where they have like the Japanese poems on the I'll find it.
She's not deaf. That's
Oh,
Senryu
she's not,
girl.
but she's mute. She's mute. Never mind.
No, she just doesn't talk.
She just doesn't. Okay,
She
cool. I
can.
mean,
She does. She
okay,
does not to.
fair enough. Okay, what are the shows or manga with deaf characters?
Okay, so I just mentioned Silent Voice. I've been reading the manga a little bit for that.
Okay,
When I
fair.
finish that, well, God knows, but I've been going through that a little bit. I've talked about
How
Silent.
different is it from the movie?
It goes a lot harder on like the bullying at the start, and then on the flip side of that, also goes a lot harder on what the main dude experienced after she left.
Gotcha. Okay.
And not even just like so I feel like in the movie she got bullied left and then he started getting bullied, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in like the manga, uh well, I think I can't remember, dude. I haven't watched the movie in a while.
I'm
But
attempting
like,
to tune out as many of these words as I can.
you don't want to hear anything.
I don't know. I don't know if it's
Oh, have
something
you
I'll
never
ever watch
watched?
or not.
Oh, you've never
No.
watched it? What the fuck? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything
I'm
then.
out, bro.
Anyway,
I'm out.
I
anyway,
don't think you've said anything that
no,
I
it's like
don't
literally the very
know.
beginning. Like,
But
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway,
It's the first half of the movie.
the other one, Sign of Affection, which has become one of my goats recently.
So you go totally.
Yeah, Sign of Affection is so fucking cute, dude. I love it so much. It's like a proper adult romance, I guess, is, and with like an interesting premise to it. And I like the way it's done. The art's good. Um, it's just good manga. And then recently, I have caught up to the shorthand is Kimiyaka, but the English like full thing is you talk too much, so just shut it already.
Wow.
amen.
So
That is
basically, there's this deaf girl who like transfers into what's it called, a new school, and the person who sits next to her is just, well, like we were just talking about, endearingly stupid. That's what this guy is. And so he, like, they meet because they sit next to each other, and he's just like talking to her. Like, she can read lips and stuff, but he's just going on and on. She can't. She's like, what the fuck is this guy going on about? And he'll just say random shit. And so she has absolutely no idea what's going on there. But then one time she mentioned sign language, and he's like, oh, I know sign language. But the thing is, there are different types of sign language. And so
Are there dialects?
they're like, as there's English to Japanese, there is sign language A to sign language B, I guess.
Yeah, different systems developed in different countries, right?
Yeah, something
I
like
just
that.
like memes of
For different languages. Yeah.
calling them
It's not
dialects.
universal.
Yeah,
so.
all right, we can call it dialogue. Yeah, she speaks normal. He has an accent. Let's go with that, I guess. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay.
But anyway, so he signed something. I don't even remember the fuck. He signed something stupid, but she thought he signed that she looked cute, and so I mean, nothing really like stems from that. But that's like the very start of their
Just
friendship,
like
I
an
guess.
example. Yeah.
Yeah, and eventually they both realize. Well, he realizes that he has no idea like what he's actually doing, and then she eventually realized that he has no idea what the fuck he's doing. But I don't know, it's wholesome. I get good source of reaction images.
I can see that being
The
a
art's
fun
pretty
action.
decent. Yeah, I only have one of them, but I need to go through and get more. I like this one a lot though. But, you know, it's fun.
Me.
I like the artist like profile picture, whatever this guy is. This guy Aldehyde. This guy's crazy. I like his profile picture. Yeah, this looks cool. I actually low key want to read this. I was like looking at the first chapter, just scrolling through it. I like the art. It's nice.
Yeah, it's
Derek?
36 in right now. In terms of how long it'll survive, I question that. I don't know. I think this author has a tendency to like end things around like the 50s.
Finished.
So
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting. I don't see how this could get. The way it's like structured, I don't think it'll be stretched very far, but I'll enjoy it for what it is for right now.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I have the author pulled up. Okay. Wait, you saying he ends it at 50 as in like just randomly ends a story, or just
Well,
like his
no,
stories all
like
go to
they're
50?
just generally like shorter
Okay,
stories.
gotcha. Yeah.
At least that's what Bars was saying. When we talked about it at like 3 a.m. But
Nice. Okay.
Classic.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's been
cool.
my adventures into the world of deaf female main
Deaf
characters.
girls.
Yeah, female main
This
characters.
is quite a niche. I will give you
It
that.
yeah. I didn't expect to be. I don't know, dude. It just keeps
To
happening.
be, yeah, you didn't expect to be the deaf female character fan, but here we are.
Yeah,
Guess it's not the weirdest niche.
there there are worse niches out there.
That's true. That's true.
What would my
Hmm.
niche be?
I
You ever
think.
think about like random biases like that you wouldn't even notice?
Ooh, that's a good
So like
question.
obviously we all joke about me with blonde girls. Fair. Um,
But deaf is interesting.
but in terms of like traits, I'm sure there are trends that I could find for the types of girls that I like in anime. There are definitely trends to the type of dudes I like in anime.
What kind of dudes?
Badasses.
Badass, wicked.
It's always the same fucking like it's never the main well, it's not usually the main character. It's always like some side character who's like the most arrogant piece of shit. Um just really go for that. Uh
Hmm.
it, in a lot of shonen it'll be like the rival character.
Like Gary Oak.
Um yeah, exactly. Gary Oak's actually a
You
fantastic
love
example.
Gary. Gary, he's our man.
Um
If he can't do it, no one can. Yeah, I got you.
yes, exactly.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm trying to think. I think I like smart characters. I feel like an intelligent character is like
Makes sense.
very
So
enjoyable to
interesting.
follow for whatever reason. I don't know.
Um, it depends. I definitely think I appreciate smarter characters more.
Okay,
Um,
let me make a key distinction. Not like a guy who's like otherworldly smart to where like he it's like unbelievable. You know what I mean? But like a character that
yeah.
like at least thinks a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Some emotional intelligence as well. It's just like um yeah. I mean, there's obviously like characters in like shows where they're like just like stupid, like 5 billion IQ, like unironically, like I don't know, where that's unbelievable. But like a character that's like very like trying to think of a good example.
See, emotional intelligence is kind of a fun word to put on there because, like, for me, I would say I would almost want the more like literal interpretation of like the tactical smart type of
I like
person.
Lelouch. Lelouch is a good example of a character I like. Like that's he's
Lelouch,
smart. He has
yeah,
a superpower, but I mean, he's generally smart, right? Um, I like the characters in Kaguya. Like those, I mean, that's like one of the reasons I like the show. The characters are really good, and they're relatively. I mean, they're like stupid in some ways, but like they're not like
they're like silly. Yeah,
yeah, they're silly, but like you can tell they're like smart. Like they're smart high school kids, you know. Um, so I like that. Like the main character in Amagi Brilliant Park, like that guy is like the main character. Like he's smart and he figures stuff out. I like that. Um, yeah, it doesn't have to be unbelievable. In fact, that like when it's unbelievable, it's kind of ridiculous. But like
yeah.
in general, like a smarter character.
Gee, I
Um,
wonder what's a show that had a character that was smart in an unbelievable way and it was the dumbest thing ever. Sorry, I'm hating on Death Note again.
Death Note. Oh yeah, yeah. That I mean, yeah, yeah. I can see how that. Yeah. I don't know, like Classroom with the Elite. Like that was like a little bit too
Classroom of the
ridiculous.
Elite is a fun example. Classroom of the Elite, I really think if I read it, like that's an example of something
Mm.
that I would potentially read for the reason of I think I would enjoy a read more and I don't like completely hate the series.
Actually, me too. Only because like some parts were skipped in the anime. So yeah, I mean the story is different as well. I believe like, some of the characters like they
it's
get
like
into relationships and stuff
this.
like that.
It's like the same general thing. It's
Yeah,
just a lot of detail gets cut out. Like I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if they do better with season 3 in
but I
January. But
think during the timeline of both the first and second season, I think like two of the characters are in a relationship that they never show in the like a romantic relationship that they never show in the anime. I forgot who. I think it might have been Ayano Koji and some other one. some other character, but I'm like pretty sure that I
I
feel like I
mean,
read this somewhere that like
if he does,
yeah.
it'd probably be like in season 3 at best, with how
Maybe I
things
don't know.
develop
Yeah,
in season
I
2.
just know that people mentioned that it wasn't covered in the anime, but yeah, it could be season 3. I'm not sure. Um, so yeah, I'd be yeah, that's a thing I might be interested in reading. But yeah,
I do have they're like the first year novels on my shelf. I haven't gotten any second year ones yet, but I don't know. I'll read it eventually. I'm bad at reading novels, so. And Angel 5.5 is on my to-do list before anything else. And
I
then
just
Spellblades after that.
I give myself way too many things to do, and then I do none of them.
Yeah, that's how I have felt
based.
like the past
That's
few
me.
days. I have like I mentioned the script earlier. I wallowed around so much doing fucking absolutely nothing, and then today I'm like, all right, time to get it done, and then I did. Whenever I sit down to actually do something, I will get it fucking done. But the process of sitting down and doing something, it's a battle to decide what I feel like doing, and so I usually do nothing, which wastes time, and so I don't end up doing anything.
That's life. That's life in a nutshell. To be honest, yeah, that's fair.
It's like crazy how easily time doing nothing passes by.
Yes, 100%.
Because it's always like it's not like I'm literally just sitting there doing nothing, but at the same time, after all of that goes by, it's not like I can tell you what I did for the last
It's
hour.
just mindless. It's autopilot.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's autopilot. It's going
Yeah.
through like YouTube Shorts
Yeah,
or
scrolling, doom
I don't
scrolling,
have
whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have TikTok, but TikTok I'm sure is the
Yeah,
same
it's the same
type
way.
of
It's
like
like yeah, shorts. I
time.
get caught up in shorts for like yeah, a long time.
I don't watch
Um,
shorts, thankfully, but I still get caught up in like longer form stuff. Ended up wasting my time on stupid shit.
yeah, I
Longer stuff is probably worse because I'll get caught up in like 30-minute cooking videos, and then all of a sudden I've
dude, me
watched
too. Oh
four
my
of them.
gosh, dude. Yeah, I think with longer form content, I have to be doing something at the same time so that I can actually get stuff done because I'm just like sitting there watching it. It's like so hard. Um, yeah, time definitely passes a lot quicker when you're in autopilot. That's for sure. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. You know what's been inescapable recently? I'm sure you've at least seen this somewhere. But this fucking music video, literally
I don't
inescapable.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
You
I've
haven't?
not seen this.
I
Okay.
don't
What
think
is
so.
this?
We're gonna give it a live listen. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm scared. I'm really, really scared.
Alright. Let me find where the fuck how can I search up the thing and then it just doesn't show the original video? Even though it has like 20 million views. There it is. Okay. Listeners just got
What?
a quick half second of noise. There you go.
All right. Let's see. What is this?
This
Vocal blade or something?
has been fucking everywhere recently. It's a number 36 global top music video for like
Are we all individually listening
I
to?
started it, bro. I'm on
well, I'm
second
Oh,
not
ten.
we're not trying to get copyright strike, so I'm not going to listen to it. And I've already listened to it
I
though.
see.
So
I see.
uh I'll
4 minutes.
I mean, you don't have to listen to like the whole 4 minutes, but
I'm
you'll
okay.
get the idea.
Oh,
But like, I mean, just going through it, you can see why it has exploded the way it has.
yeah. I mean, it's the same as the fucking the Chica dance.
Yeah, the lyrics are actually like really questionable. Uh,
Oh,
you can
Man,
probably scroll down
there's
into
there's
the
so
no.
comments
many.
to find them, but
This is definitely also the type of thing where there's so much, not meme potential, but like random thing you can post potential, I guess.
21 million views. Holy. Wait, watching this Sean Sunka from Inside Joke. Wait, what was the inside joke? What was like the
so the inside joke is like okay, so this VTuber has like her normal avatar, but like every once in a blue moon she brings out like the lolly version of it, I guess.
oh,
I
And
see.
okay.
so she
All right.
like yeah, like just jokes on her fans saying they're like creeps and should be arrested and shit
Yeah,
anytime she
yeah.
brings it out. Um fuck, where the
And so
so
this is that character, I'm assuming.
Yes, that's like. Let me find the lyrics, dude. It's very on the nose. Why the fuck can I not see it in the comments? No, someone's got it in here. Maybe if I like Control F, maybe I just looked over it.
That's it. Lolly God's Requiem was never meant to go viral. Bro, what? I'm out.
Yeah, no, they made
That
made it
name?
as made it as
Wait,
an
that name is
inside.
hype though.
Yeah, made it as an inside joke to her fans, but then it blew up and got 21 million views. Because yeah,
Alright.
when you start like looking at the lyrics, you're like, oh, nice.
Oh, ugh. Can you show that to your parents? Oh, I'm out, bro. This shit. This is whack. I'm out. I'm actually out. Bro,
Yeah,
they're gonna put me on a list, bro. Okay.
they're not that bad.
They're not bad, but they're not that bad, but like they're still kind of whack.
I
For
feel
sure.
like we've been put on lists for way worse things during this
That's
podcast.
true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I
This is
was
unfortunately.
actually I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. I was talking to other people about
Don't do it. It's not that worth. It's not worth.
yeah, I was talking to other people about this manga adaptation.
Oh, okay. That's not what I was expecting.
Yo, hello.
Dude, it's so okay. I'll explain the context behind that afterward, but
Yeah, we'll talk about this in the post cast.
Sure, sure.
that is a post cast experience, yeah.
Okay.
It
Okay.
would be fire if we ever you ever got popular, we just had like post cast posted somewhere. Just
Oh no.
That would
minutes
be
of
like a
conversation.
Patreon thing, the
Adaptation. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I
unhinged.
got you. I
exactly.
got you. I just looked it up. Yeah. Okay.
That would be like the extra 10 minutes where we talk about things that we can't talk about on YouTube.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna end up getting like canceled or something.
Yeah.
I don't,
I didn't even know that there was a manga manga adaptation of that.
Okay, how recent is this? I'm looking it up, and it's
it's
like
2008.
okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was something. Yeah. Okay.
It's
Makes sense.
I mean, yeah, that his character is he's a staff member and character listed on any list. You can't favorite him though.
Face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Enough about this.
Now we're definitely on
Yeah.
the list.
Oh yeah, a different one, but yeah, we are for sure.
If you guys like, what the fuck are they doing in there?
Okay.
Anyway,
It makes me think of Billy Bat. I don't know how much you know about Billy Bat,
Billy
but
Bat.
Billy Bat.
Oh, Billy Bat.
I don't know nothing about a Billy
Like
Bat.
it's an interesting
Okay. I
manga.
looked it up. Let me
Yeah.
see this. Billy Bat.
I don't know a better way to describe it than interesting, but it's kind of similar with how it just like takes historical things that happen
Oh,
and
okay.
kind of just like fucks around.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. So it's like post-war. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I've never read any of these like historical like I don't know stories like these. So I have no idea. But yeah.
It's a very hit or miss genre, if you call it that.
It seems okay. This Billy Bat thing seems like very highly rated on like analyst,
Billy
for
Bat
example.
Billy Bat's good.
Okay.
It's I haven't finished it. I've only read
Well,
a
dude,
chunk of it.
your guy Rush gave it a 10 out of 10. So it has to be good then. Okay.
Yeah.
What are the odds he's actually like gone through it though?
I don't know. It
I
says
actually think
completed.
he did finish it the other night. I'm the one who told him to read it.
I see. Okay.
In
It's
classic me
just a
fashion,
manga.
yeah. In
Okay.
classic me fashion, I told someone to read something and I didn't finish it, and they did finish it and rated it very highly. This is the same as me with Mars in '86. I'm the person who got Mars in '86, and now he's like caught up with it,
Mhm.
and I'm in volume 5.
The classic.
Oh yeah, you guys are reading. Okay, yeah.
and it's really good. I just am not good at reading. No other way to put it.
My thing with like, it'd be so much easier if I would like sit down, read like 20 pages like a normal human being, and then like pick back up later. But I'm like, no, must all be completed in one sitting.
I think that's a similar issue I have. Not necessarily completing it all in one sitting, but I'm always kind of just like, what's the point in sitting down to read if I only have like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Even though 30 minutes is a good amount of time.
I feel like it'd be a good like bedtime routine to like read some and then
Read
go to
for
sleep.
like 30 and then go to bed.
Yeah, but I don't like doing that.
My
So I
bedtime routine
don't.
is doom scrolling, like I mentioned. Doom
Yeah.
shorts. Unfortunately, I
Basically.
know it's bad. I know it's bad, but I do it anyway. I know it's like the blue light is like bad for
The
your
blue light's
eyes
bad for
and
your
bad
eyes.
for sleep.
Yeah,
I
just
know
turn
that.
on the blue light filter. It'll
Oh
totally
yeah,
work.
yeah. Even with that, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it actually means like it probably helps. Doesn't mean that much though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have that. I have that up here too. But yeah, I know it's wrong. But
I
I
actually
don't
like,
know
can't
why,
use
but
my phone without the blue light filter. It just looks weird now. Like I've had
it
it on
does.
for years.
Yeah, when I turn it off, it just looks like completely like it looks like way too bright. The contrast is messed up. Yeah.
I don't know why mentioning the blue light filter made me think of the conspiracy theories from the little test thing that happened today.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I got
yeah.
that.
We're gonna get turned into zombies from the 5G wave sent out
Yeah, if you get the
by
vaccine,
Yeah.
you're gonna get
the
Ebola, whatever.
national
I don't
alert
know.
system. It actually didn't make a noise for me, even though it was supposed to go
No,
through
it didn't. It just showed
silent.
up on my phone.
So
Yeah, like
I don't think my phone went off, but um, I think like the phone in the store that was playing music went off,
Mm.
and I was like, "What the hell?"
yeah, because
Because
mine
I
was
didn't
on
even know the
silent.
thing was gonna be
Mine
happening.
was
But it's
too.
supposed to go through silent. I thought that's what other people have said.
I didn't. I don't
But
think so.
it didn't for me. It like popped up on my like someone posted in Discord chat. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the thing. I look over to my right, it's on my phone. I'm like, oh, there it is. I'm cooked in a real emergency, I guess, but I don't know.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, I got the alert. I checked, and then I
Zombie
checked Twitter,
apocalypse
and then I heard
theory.
all the stuff about the
I wouldn't be
you're
that
gonna
worried
get like
about a zombie apocalypse, honestly.
10 diseases. Yeah, zombie
I feel like
apocalypse.
it's
Like,
like
I
the
watched
most
I
survivable
watched Prom
apocalypse.
100.
No, but like, just gotta wait until they all die. Like, just don't go outside for a couple weeks, I guess, and you'll be good.
Do zombies die? How do
Well,
zombies live? I
they
guess is a better
they fucking
better like
decay. Like,
violence.
if zombies were like a realistic thing, they would. Let's say you had like the Walking Dead type zombies, were like literally undead. They would
Yep.
eventually decay to a point where they could not function, even if like, they want, even if like the brain stem is like really trying. Like, eventually, they're just gonna be mush after like, I don't remember how long. It's like like literally 3 months or some shit. They're cooked like after just being dead for however long. So realistically, if just no one goes outside,
For 3 months.
zombie apocalypse thwarted. I don't think we'd lose to zombies anyway. I'm gonna be honest. There's no way the military ever loses to the zombie apocalypse, especially if it's
I
like
would
Walking
agree
Dead
with that.
slow ass. It depends on the zombies, I guess. But I feel like 99% of zombie apocalypses just don't work. I don't know. Guns versus zombies is a very winnable fight, especially if they're the slow walking
I'm glad
ones.
you're very confident about it. I don't know if I'd be the same, but
I would be fine. I'm chilling.
okay.
I'm somewhere in between. You seem very confident that like society versus zombie apocalypse is a wash, and
I think it's a
feel like
complete wash.
I feel like that's a fair assessment, but I don't know if I think it's a wash.
I think depending on the place,
I
like
haven't thought about this
like
enough.
in
That's
rural Texas, wash. Literally no chance. Or like anywhere in Texas, I guess. Really, it's just a wash. Yeah, I don't know. The U.S. You know what? I'll say the U.S. would be a wash. There'd be no chance zombie apocalypse would ever like occur here. Maybe somewhere like
you
countries
think
that
it would
don't
have to go
allow
crazy
like
somewhere
guns.
else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have to go some like, I don't know, the UK, like, oh, like they can't have knives even or whatever the fuck. Like they'd just be cooked, I guess. They
I
probably wouldn't
assume
even
zombies can't
recognize it.
swim, so
Yeah. Well, I mean, could they like walk on the floor of the water? Granted, you wouldn't be able to get across the ocean like that,
They
but
certainly couldn't cross the ocean.
they would,
But
we do a little pressure crushing at some point at the at the ocean depths. And they'd probably be like bloated as fuck if they like hopped in the water and they're like,
yeah.
Anyway, anime podcast, by the way.
Yeah, by the way,
Zom
zombie
100
podcast.
exists. It's fine. This is
Yeah,
topical.
yeah, it's definitely topical. Zom 100 is definitely airing right now. Totally not
That's true,
delayed
that's
until
true.
further notice.
Until they find a time to air the show. Yeah.
Zom 100 zombies are kind of crazy. I will say.
I still think we'd be able to
On the
beat those.
tiers, that's fair. On the tiers of zombies, I feel like Zom 100 are like pretty high specs.
Yeah, like I can run. That's like the main thing. Still definitely like I don't know, because they seem like they're like dead. You'd have to wait them out. I feel like you'd be fine. You know what I hate about Zom 100 zombies? They always how the fuck no one ever checks if someone's bitten in this fucking show. I swear to God.
They don't.
So many of the
They
situations that
literally
occur
never
are
check.
like literally just because no like
Nobody knew.
there's someone who's bitten and they didn't say anything. Ooh, like no, it's like the third time we've done this on 100. You think people
There's
would
also
learn by
just
now?
like, yeah, I was gonna say. There's also like, what do people think is gonna happen once you're bitten? Like, I guess I get fear exists, but like,
You ain't gotta fuck
do
over
you
everyone else.
think? Yeah, exactly. Do you think like going in with the survivors and being away from the zombies is gonna save you in some way? No, it's just gonna prolong it, which fair, but also endanger like every other person. Granted, I've never been in a zombie apocalypse where I was bitten, so
Yeah,
I say that.
I have no
I
Or
experience. I
say
any
don't really
that.
like
zombie apocalypse for that matter.
zombie shows, movies. I don't like that stuff. So I actually have no experience and know nothing about this. That
I
stuff
don't.
scares me. That's all I know.
I wouldn't particularly say I like zombie shows or anything like that, but
I used to. Now it's like, whatever. So I feel like,
I've like consumed it enough to have an opinion. That's probably the best way I would describe it.
yeah.
Fair.
I guess I thought about bringing this up earlier, but I never did. I feel like Love Agency, the other
Yep.
manga from Aka, I feel like it's in this weird zone right now where I like one main character, don't really care that much for I don't hate her, but she's meh, very. Now, granted, we spent a lot of time with like the male main character. I really like him, but I feel like she's gonna be a tough sell. Like, I don't know how to describe it. She's not like I don't hate. Like I said, I don't hate her, but I just don't feel very attached. Whereas I like the main dude's personality and what he has done. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be hard to get me invested in some parts of the story, whereas main dude is chill, and so I can be invested in whatever he does.
I feel like I should read it at some point in time, but I also just haven't. I don't know. I've liked obviously the other stuff by Aka, so for that reason it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I feel like I should get on this at some point in time just so I can form an opinion, if anything.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be
It also
something.
sounds like it has such, I don't want to say mixed reviews because most of the reviews aren't like good or bad. Most of the reviews are just like, I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean that's like the big like. I feel like this could be good developed event at some point, but like
Right now, it's just kind of
right now it's in a very early stage where I'm like maybe don't know. It's very early on, uh, but I feel like to survive it needs to not be questionable. Like
yeah, like the other stuff that Aka has done has succeeded because it was, I don't want to necessarily say clear from the beginning, but it had like clear direction.
Yeah, this is like it had its twist, but like now that the twist is done, I'm like, okay, now what? Because it just feels like I don't know. It's gonna take a bit to get to a point where I wonder how much like free reign they're gonna get. Like, are they gonna let him cook, or are they gonna be like, okay, dude, you tried next?
Yeah,
So I feel like his reputation,
might make them let him cook.
yeah, but who knows?
He's doing only the story for this one too, right?
Yeah, he is retired completely from being an artist.
Based.
Wait, what's the reason? Just too much on his plate.
He's probably just
He
would rather
probably
write the
also just
stories,
enjoys. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and it's a lot of work to like.
Yeah, of
He's made
course.
his money. He's made his money, and so he's like,
Yeah, for sure, for sure. If he's happy with whoever's doing the
yeah,
illustration, fair enough. Yeah.
drawing is a lot of work, and he's completed like a few manga at this point, uh, like between even just Instant Bullet and Kage, he's probably all right, good enough. I've created like 2 full length proper series. I will move on from the drawing
I don't.
aspect anyway.
How old is Aka? Also, because
35.
like, oh,
73.
that's
Oh, no,
that's
yeah,
not
okay,
that
fine.
bad. But um, it's like drawing for stuff like that is a lot of work. And
Yeah, like when you're seeing what it did to
yeah,
Hunter x
exactly.
Hunter's author, like he can barely fucking write without dying. So it's when I was saying, he probably like looks at that and is like, well, I
He's
mean,
probably like, well, I'm out at the right time.
I made my money. I'm done. I
But
think
yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like those conditions aren't exactly easy either. So
yeah, no, they're really bad. Like
granted,
even
not at an age that's like super old to be worrying about that, but I still respect like, oh yeah, this is not physically taxing, but like there's some like toll that takes.
yeah, even if it's not like the age where it's gonna like really break him, like it will like sow the seeds basically for like later stuff. So it makes
Mhm.
sense. Even Chainsaw Man's uh author slash artist Fujimoto has said like at some point he wants to be done drawing.
You only story, yeah.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because like a lot of people like him for his art. So it's I mean it's good to like storytelling as well. But
That
he
kind of
oh,
feels like a good wave to be getting on for a lot of these authors that do have like really good writing to get to a point where they can just focus on those things.
yeah, I mean it makes sense because like uh I feel like yeah, it's just easier to like split the workload. Like
Yeah, of course.
you don't have to think about the story and then draw. You have the story and you're like, all right, here you go, assistant, draw that, and then that's how that goes. But
Yeah, I mean, it's true for everything. Just specialize, right? What you're best at, and yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm actually surprised that. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but like that a lot of them do both, which I guess kind of makes sense because they have a concept in their head and they want to go through with it. But it's like
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
also a very like older school mindset.
It could
Like
be,
I
yeah,
can't think of any older stuff that had split responsibilities like that.
separate. Yeah, yeah, possible.
yeah, like and then stories like Doctor Stone probably wouldn't be able to exist without like the
Yeah,
relationship
yeah,
between author and artist because they like obviously uh one of them has to do the scientific research and so the author
yeah.
does that while Boichi just draws. And then he probably has to learn like in some capacity some things to like just be accurate, but that's just
Yeah.
an like it's how it is for any artist.
It's also
Uh,
realistically just some people aren't good at drawing,
yeah, wasn't
which
that
is
like One Punch Man's big thing where like the like
yeah.
one looked at the story of One Punch Man's like I like this, let me draw it for you, but better.
Yes. That's exactly what it was. Which is I personally I love that. As someone who likes to think up and come up with stories but has absolutely zero artistic talent, to me that's something that's like I love the idea of artists like helping to bring people's stories to life because there's a lot of stories for every like good story that is drawn and brought to life, there's probably several stories that'll just never see the light of day because maybe it's just someone who can't do anything with it, or maybe it just doesn't have a medium, or it
Yeah.
just for one reason or another never gets actually developed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential in moving forward that I think would make like probably just a better manga industry, I guess. Though, I mean, you would
I
lose some
would
like
think it would make a healthier industry overall, but
I feel like it'd be more difficult to like convince people to want to do the art side of it though. At that point, like, um,
yeah, be the one who
like,
not
all
getting
right,
to
so
make
you're
the
the one in the
story.
hellish conditions. This other guy, he's just writing the story. Not that story writing's like
Uh,
easy, but
Um,
weekly manga conditions are probably much worse.
yeah, it depends. At least to me, I feel like it depends because there's also a lot of pride for artists that factors into it. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, it goes both ways too. There's plenty of artists that can't write a story,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
so that this would essentially be like a way for them to get their art out there. If little Timmy dreams of
Timmy, bro.
being, yeah, yeah, little Timmy dreams of being a manga person and doesn't have a story, but feels like they have really good art. This is a way that they could still do that.
yeah. I
That
feel
makes
like
sense.
most people who would want to do this would be like the Akos of the world who have made a successful series on their own. They're like, all right, I still kind of want to be in this industry, but I don't want to fuck with the conditions of drawing, and so I will just do story.
Yeah.
Um,
The
of
idea
course,
also of like younger artists getting into the industry as like just artists, I guess also
yeah. I mean, I think a
comes
lot
to
of them
mind.
just like start as like assistants
Yeah, exactly.
and then move up. But
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that could also be a good way to just like develop your art style for when you're ready to make your own series. Because like the thing that comes to mind to me is and we talked about Kagurabachi, but some of the art in the first chapter was really good. And I obviously don't know the background of that artist slash writer for that, but I've never like I looked at it and they didn't really have any notable experience or anything that I had seen on it. So if something like that is someone who used to be an assistant for things or stuff like that, that would make sense to me as like, oh, they that being said, this person does have 2 one shots that they've done. But I don't know anything else about them. I don't know. It's interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, sure.
you know, what else
I'm
is
sure
interesting?
there's what?
The post discussion we're gonna have because this is the end of the
Oh
episode.
yes, okay.
Uh,
We got that.
yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Gochuucast. If you did, you should consider subscribing or following whatever platform you're on, like, rate, high thing. If you're on the YouTube side of things, you like to go with the audio only. I still haven't replaced the links, but I will one day, and maybe you are watching this when I have. And so you can go down to the description below, click on the link. It'll take you to our page, which will then link you to the Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. If you are on the audio only side of things, you'd like to view the YouTube, just go to YouTube. Is the Order an Anime Podcast? You can't possibly miss it. We are the only one. Every Saturday, 3 p.m. EST without fail, except for when we do, there will be a new episode out for you to view. Thank you, and hope to see you in another video. Thank you, and goodbye.